I'm going to tell you one more story before I go. And I'm going to tell this story kind of like the movie Memento or the movie Inception, where I'm going to give you the epilogue first, and then we'll build it back to the beginning, okay? So the epilogue is that as an adult, you can get a stomach infection and not know you have it. And it will go away in about 3 to 5 days. Nobody knows what causes it. Nobody knows where it goes. And it doesn't really have any symptoms, except at some point during those 5 days, you will shit your pants at work. And this happens to 1 in 10 Americans in their lifetime. Now, there's about 50 people in here tonight, which means that 5 of you have had this happen to you tonight. And so I'm going to tell this story because I think it's important that those people have their stories heard. It was a normal Wednesday during tax season. I hadn't shit in 3 days. I knew it was going to be 3 more until the purge. So it was with a good amount of confidence that I let a fart go and immediately slammed my butt cheek shut. Now what had happened. Now the building we work on the 2nd story. Beautiful big glass windows. It's an awesome place to work. The only problem is the closest bathroom is a football field away. So doing that duck walk, and with my head held as high with the last dignity I had, I made my way past all my coworkers to the bathroom. I got myself cleaned up and went back to work with the confidence of a Major League Baseball catcher because nothing was getting through the backstop. Until lunchtime when it happened again. This time there was no butt cheek slamming. There was no duck walking. There was no doubt. The only question is, how many people are going to smell me by the time I get to the restroom? And so training for the world record in the 100-meter dash, I took off at an all-out sprint. And I gotta tell you about a guy we work with. His name's Yorick. He is a 6 foot 8 inch tall, 280-pound Russian mass. They would have rejected him for the 4th Rocky movie for being too big, mean, and scary. I watched him play basketball. He played on the national Russian team. He played in college. He is a formidable guy. And him and I met in the hallway, going towards the single-room bathroom. And so if you've ever seen a video of adults lifting a burning car off of children, then you know how much adrenaline was rushing through my body when I hit Yorick and put him into the drywall on the other side of the hall. I got cleaned up. I went back to work. Luckily, I always carry an extra pair of underwear in my briefcase. Hoping that the worst was over. And it was. Until the next day. When I was called into the HR offices and asked to explain why I had assaulted a coworker and destroyed company property. And after I finished recounting to the head of HR all the things I've told you here this evening, he stood up at the table and he looked at me and he said, "Justin, if all this is true, I think you've missed one very simple solution." And I watched him as he walked to the corner of the room, and he said, "Next time this happens, all you need to do is this." And everyone in the room will know exactly what's going on. Thank you, everyone.